Good day, Curtis. I'd like to apologise for my absence the other day. As you said, uni work. Yeah, 'twas pretty hefty. I'd like to discuss what you spoke about on Monday. Specifically, how you spoke about it. Now I want to ask you this in an as nice way as possible as I possibly can. Was it right to pin the blame on Stephen Fry for his opinion? I don't know if that is who you actually were blaming, but from how it sounded, I think you were. And what I mean by this is, was it his fault for answering the question? Or do you feel the blame is probably more targeted towards the interviewer for asking the question? I personally feel that whilst he had a really strong and well-presented opinion, that the interviewer went into that interview full well knowing that he was interviewing an atheist. So I feel that he should at least share some of the blame. Which means your analogy of someone asking you what you thought of your girlfriend is a valid analogy. However, the person who asked the question should be in the wrong because they should know that you do not have a significant other. As for what you asked on what I would say if I met God, 3 simple words. Oh my god. In that voice. But back to the topic of blame. Blame is not something that should be thrown around like a dog's chew toy. Blame needs to be placed carefully. It needs analysis. It needs analysis so that it can be placed in the right place. And this analysis on where to pin the blame is very, very important. Because as we both know, pinning the blame wrongly can be pretty bad. And it can have pretty drastic repercussions. I think it's fair to say that we've all blamed someone wrongly, and I think from that we should be careful not to do it. I also think the influence of who you blame is directly correlated with who you trust. If you trust someone more than another, then the likelihood is that you're going to pin the blame on the person you trust less, whether or not the person who you actually trust is the person in the wrong. But my question to you and the people, how often have you blamed someone wrongly, and is it because you didn't trust them? It'd be very interesting to know whether or not my hypothesis is correct. This is a very serious topic and I apologise for that. However, it doesn't really matter whether you've wrongly blamed someone because making mistakes is what makes us. And on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.